This quant comparison question looks seemingly difficult. Really, quantity A and quantity B can't be solved exactly. But remember, in quant comparison questions, it may not be about solving for A or B. It may just be about proving if A or B can be greater. So let's look at the two constraints. It says x times y is negative and x times y squared is positive. If x times y is negative, it just means that either x or y must be negative because a negative times a positive is negative. Now, the other constraint has x times y squared is positive. So we know that those multiplied together is positive, is greater than 0, and those both must be positive, both parts must be positive, or both parts must be negative. So let's start off with considering that x is positive and y is negative. If x were positive in the second constraint, we would have a positive number times a negative number squared, which is actually positive. So both parts would be positive. That would fulfill the constraint. So we have one situation where we know for sure x is positive. Now let's try the other one just to make sure, where y is positive and x is negative. If x were negative, we would have a negative number times y squared, which is still positive. That's actually negative. Those two parts are opposite. X times y squared in that case would be negative. So that's not actually possible given this constraint. So we can actually know for a fact that x is positive and y is negative because they must be opposites based on that first constraint. So if x is positive and y is negative, we can solve for quantity b, or we can determine something about quantity b. If y being negative, y squared is still positive. And x in the denominator doesn't really matter in considering if quantity b is positive or negative. So we actually have a positive over a positive. That guarantees that quantity b is positive. Quantity a, we already know from the first constraint, is negative. So if quantity b is positive and quantity a is negative, we can actually stop right there. We know for a fact that quantity b must be greater than quantity a.
Hi, I'm Tyler, co-founder and CEO at Achievable, and if you love this video, you'll love our GRE course. Achievable's GRE course includes a full online textbook on all GRE topics, videos just like this one on dozens of key topics, a built-in study planner, machine learning instant essay grader that provides actionable feedback, hundreds of practice questions on all topics, and full-length practice exams. Our GRE course is very competitively priced, and you can try it out for free to see if our style is right for you. Follow the links below in the description to get started.